Yesterday, former NFL scout and current NFL Network analyst Daniel Jeremiah said that Tom Brady could have won since 2000 if he had been playing with the Ravens. Jeremiah cited Baltimore's long list of current and potential Hall of Famers from that time as a reason Brady could have had even more success in his career. So, Shannon, do you think Brady really could have won 10 Super Bowls with the Ravens?
I don't, Skip, and Dan Jeremiah, he came to the Ravens after I had left. I think he was there from 03 to 06. And when Phil Savage left and went and took over the Browns, he left and went with Phil. Skip, there's so many variables in football, and that's why you don't have the closest thing we've seen to dynasty, Skip, is that you win 3 and 4 years or you win 4 and 6 years. Nothing like what we saw from the Celtics, or we saw that the Lakers go into the finals. Basically, Magic went 9 times in 12 years. Skip, no. And I get it. You know, you look at the players that the Ravens have had, the Ed Reeds, the Terrell Suggs, the Ray Lewises, the Jonathan Ogden. But, Skip, people don't realize the level of talent that the Patriots have had. The Patriots had, you look at, okay, on offense, they had Gronk, Randy Moss, Wes Welker. 2 of those, Gronk is going to the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. Randy went in on the first ballot. When you look at their defense, Vrabel, Willie McGinnis, who's the all-time playoff sack leader, Ty Law is in the Hall of Fame. Gilmore looked like he's on the Hall of Fame crest. Richard Seymour comes up every year for the Hall of Fame. Vinatieri. So, Skip, look, the thing is that when you win Super Bowls, you're probably not going to be in position to get an Ed Reed. You're probably not going to be in position to get a Terrell Suggs. So many things have to go, and I get it. And you know, Tom Brady and how the Ravens work, Skip, having been in that organization, Ozzie does not believe in asking guys to take pay cuts. You play your ass off, they're going to pay you max dollars. They will max you out. If they cannot max you out, they'll let you go. Zadarius Smith, Skip, they knew they couldn't pay him. They let him go. C.J. Mosley, they let him go. There are guys that they believe they're going to pay him top dollar. And I don't know if you pay Tom Brady top dollar, Skip, how many other guys are going to be around, because you can't pay Ray Lewis top dollar, Terrell Suggs top dollar, Ed Reed top dollar, Jonathan Ogden top dollar. You can't pay all those guys, Skip. So I think, you know, and defensively, Ravens have had 14 in Tom Brady's tenure. What, they've had 14 top 10 defenses. New England's had 16. I think Tom Brady landed in the ideal spot, in the perfect situation. And I'm not willing to let, Skip, the last couple of years of maybe some bickering detract me from what they were able to accomplish. No, I do not believe they would have won 10 championships had Tom Brady been in Baltimore.
I can't believe you. You got handed this topic on a silver platter because Daniel Jeremiah, who does an outstanding job evaluating the draft for NFL Network, he's saying he listed all the greats who were playing through that era for the Ravens, and he even included Shannon Sharpe, the Hall of Fame tight end, who fairly quickly gave way to Todd Heap, who obviously was a very good tight end, not a Shannon Sharpe, but a very good one through the rest of the decade. I thought you would say, man, if we had had Tom Brady, who would have been a rookie the year you won your last Super Bowl in 2000, if he had started in place of Trent Dilfer, would he have been good enough as a rookie to do what Trent did? Yeah, I would say, because you had what arguably was the greatest defense ever. It's between you and the Chicago Bears in '85 and obviously Derek Brooks and company in 2002. But still, you're right in that conversation. Yeah. So could Brady have done that? Yeah, I believe he could have done that. And then you stayed for the next year, and you guys lost to Cordell Stewart in the division round at Pittsburgh. You're telling me that Tom couldn't have won that game against Cordell Stewart? Because I believe he could. Oh. Obviously, he got hurt against Cordell Stewart, and then Drew Bledsoe had to come in. But still, I believe you might have stayed a Raven for 3 or 4 more years, and you could have become Tom's Gronk, his first Gronkowski. And you're telling me he couldn't have won 10? Really?
No, but here's the thing, though, Skip. Do I believe had Tom Brady in his second year? Yes, because he wouldn't have put the defense in harm's way as much as the quarterbacks that we had playing, Elvis and Randall. Randall did a great job of taking care of the ball, but Elvis Gerbach put the ball in harm's way too much. But here's the thing. You win the Super Bowl, you're not going to be in a position to get Ed Reed. You win the Super Bowl, you're not getting the Terrell, you're not getting the Suggs. So I mean, I don't know, Skip, those great players. I mean, yes, you look at those players now. Are you saying if they have those great players and Tom Brady? Yes, but I don't believe you're going to be in position to get those great players. Skip, you're not getting the Ed Reed picking 32nd. You're not getting the Suggs picking 32nd. You're not going to get some of the players that they were able to get because, remember, Skip, they were picking fairly high, and so you were able to get an Ed Reed. You're able to get a Suggs. You're able to get some of those, the C.J. Mosleys and some of these guys, which you would not have been able to do had Tom Brady been there and you're winning Super Bowls or going to Super Bowls or AFC Championship games year after year. So that hurts. One coach, one owner. Skip, I think Tom Brady maxed out what he could have gotten. Now, and plus, Skip, I was in year 12. Tom Brady's rookie year, that was the year 11 for me. So could I have played, winning? Yeah, maybe, we won the Super Bowl. Even if they asked me to take a pay cut, okay, let's run. Yeah, I'll take a pay cut. I want to try and run it back. But, Skip, 10 with it's one and done. Skip, you know how it is. Skip, just a fluky, a bounce here or hit the upright there, and your season's over. I don't know if they could have strung together 10. I really don't believe they could have.
Shannon, you had the greatest defensive leader in the history of pro football, the great Ray Lewis. You had him from 2000 all the way through 2012. If you had had the greatest offensive leader in Tom Brady and greatest defense in Ray Lewis and the greatest drafter in the history of pro football, nobody has a better eye for talent than Ozzie Newsome. So if Ozzie's drafting, and they're kind of drafting, so to speak, to use the stock car, the race car term, off each other, off the success of these teams, who's to say? Remember, your quarterbacks after you left were Jeff Blake, Kyle, I should have been a bowler, and Anthony Wright. In those years, you missed the playoffs with those quarterbacks in 02, 04, 05, and 07. If you have Tom Brady and Ray Lewis and Ozzie Newsome, those teams aren't going to miss the playoffs. They're going to make a deep run in the playoffs. No. So I could see them winning 7 in Ray's span, and then 3 more after that, because they still were loaded on defense after that with obviously T. Sizzle and Eric Weddle and C.J. Mosley and Brandon Williams. They were loaded.
Skip, you're not going to get those guys if you're winning Super Bowls. You got to realize where Ozzie drafted. In order to get those, you had to miss the playoffs. You got to be bad to get a Suggs. You got to be fairly bad to get an Ed Reed. So, Skip, you're not going to be in position to get those guys.
Shannon, the legacy there of winning would have been tripled if you had the GOAT playing quarterback. Again, I always have feared the Ravens because of the legacy you helped leave in that locker room. I feared them all the way up through remember, it took Edelman throwing to Amendola to come back to beat, remember, they were down 28-14 to Joe Flacco's Ravens in that playoff game in Foxborough. Remember, all through this past decade, they have always been a factor, and it's mostly because of the great Ozzie Newsome. He kept building it. If you told him he's drafting last, he's going to find Lamar Jackson. Obviously, you still would have had Tom Brady under this scenario, and maybe Tom would have won another one last year for the Ravens. Could he have taken them a little farther than Lamar did in his second year? Probably. So to me, I love what Daniel said because I could see it because of the triumvirate of Ray, Tom, and Ozzie. Man, and Shannon Sharp might have played until he was 40 as a Raven.
No, Shannon. No. They were still hitting back then, Skip. No, but what about Tom Brady going against the mastermind, Coach Belichick?
Who is he going to have at quarterback?
You can't leave
Brian
it with
Hoyer?
that, Shannon. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Old Coach Belichick. He whipping up something in the kitchen.
I liked that Brian Hoyer comment from you, Skip. Here's the thing, guys. We're not done talking about Tom Brady, but we are going to go in a different direction. Did Tom get a little too comfortable when he was on the Howard Stern show yesterday? We will discuss everything, and I'm excited to hear what you guys think next on Undisputed.